Hi everyone. One of my tips for today, or the main tip, is they go in and out of favour with some anglers, but I think some of the plastic baits are really brilliant. I know that I'm associated with Enterprise Tackle, but it isn't a blatant plug this. I've caught literally thousands of fish on the product. I always, if I can, tip a boilie with a piece of plastic corn. Corn's easily the most favourite thing that I do it with from what they do. Not surprisingly, because it's an awesome bait, sweet corn. I mean, they do various different colours, but what I always do, you can actually buy them with some of the more popular flavours from different companies from Enterprise that are all, you know, there's like some of Lockie's flavours from Solar, and the old Nutribait's how it was, there's some of their better flavours, and you know, there's several different types out there, and they're very effective. And I found that the flavoured ones will usually outfish the unflavoured. Some people prefer them unflavoured, but I've never found that to be the case. I've always caught more fish when there's some scent to them and they actually mimic the food even more. In fact, it was me that says to Chris to do the pineapple and embuteric a long time ago, probably 20 years ago, and he did the Tutti Frutti flavour, and I'm still using those to this day, and I catch a lot of fish on them. And Chris uses a certain type of flavour to flavour the plastic with, because it doesn't soak in right to the middle of the plastic with some flavours. I tried that, the old green zing, the Jeff Kemp one, and that's so fierce that got into them, but it also starts trying to melt the blooming plastic in the bait, so you got to be careful with some. But I started messing with essential oils as a blend with flavours, and the essential oils just seem to really cloy to the plastics. And I found the old black pepper essential oil was absolutely brilliant. And you don't have to take it too easy because they soak it in. You can go quite heavy, you know, you can put 20 drops in a pot like this with a number of baits in it, and then add some flavour. And some of the flavours I used just didn't seem to soak in, and they're mainly oil-based flavours, but the alcohol-based flavours seem to go in very well. And some of the better ones that I used were basically Green Beast from DT. This isn't a plug, this is just telling you what works. That was a blackcurrant flavour, and that was brilliant. That really soaked in well and lingered. And as I said, the pineapple's a good one. Another one that I used was, they changed the name of it. It used to be Liver Crave, it was called, and it smells like liver sausage or a garlicky sausage, you know, like a pepperami. Well, I think they called it hot dog flavour from DT again. This isn't a plug. That was a brilliant flavour in the plastics, so that's worth looking out for. And squid octopus always worked. That seemed to linger. Secret Agent, the old Rod Hutchinson one. Mulberry. Some of the more interesting essential oils that I used was Lang Lang, spelt ylang ylang. It smells like really floral. That's a brilliant one, and that sort of lingers. I used Buku oil. You can get it from these specialist oil flavour manufacturers. Some of it's the different grades, but most of it's okay. So if you get the Buku oil, that smells a little bit like blackcurrant. It's got a very unusual smell. It's a carp magnet, and that's worth trying. Onion oil is another beauty. Anything in the onion oil family, garlic oil, any of those from that particular range, they'll attract fish. Aniseed is another one. As I say, the black currants, and another one I used was apricot, actually. That was a brilliant one. So a lot of the fruitier ones work. and but don't always be stuck on those. Have a look at some of the essential oils. A lot of people don't talk about them anymore, and then start having a look and see what you think. And just another quick one, clove oil is spectacular. So clove will always work in these plastics, and iso-huge, you know, it's quite hard to get. I think John Baker might sell it. And by the way, just another heads up, John Baker does some seriously nice flavours that work in the plastics. He's got a few beauties. That plum of his is very good, and he does a maple that's excellent in these. So don't just think you can't, you know, improve on what you've got. If you've got the unflavoured ones, you can. So start experimenting, and it works just as much as it does in your single hook baits. It's just another facet of it, and it's not predictable round when you're using the mimicking corn, sweet corn. So give it a go and let me know how you got on with it on social media.